Are you Austin? Guilty.
Your neighbor invited you over for a drink at 8?
In Berlin in 1945, there was a sense of impending doom. The optimists were learning English, the pessimists Russian, as the Allies closed in on all sides. Meanwhile, Red Army soldiers who had watched their motherland burn at German hands were preparing to enter the lair of the fascist beast and exact their revenge. The result was a human tragedy beyond comprehension. Berlin would be made to look like Stalingrad. In our previous episode, we covered the end of the Second World War in the West. This time, we'll examine the final battles on the Eastern Front. Why did German soldiers continue to fight until the very end? How did an intervention from Stalin affect the battle? And what was the Battle for Berlin actually like? This is the story of Germany's downfall on the Eastern Front. As 1945 began, the Soviets had one clear goal: end the war, if possible, within the next 3 months. Using hard-won bridgeheads over the Vistula River, they planned to punch through to Berlin with the 1st Belarusian and 1st Ukrainian.
When Adolf Hitler assumed the chancellorship on January 30th, 1933, and declared himself Führer of the Third Reich, he ordered the Reichsführer of the SS, Heinrich Himmler, to create a kind of Praetorian Guard to serve as his personal escort and protection. Tasked with this duty was Gruppenführer Sepp Dietrich, who selected 120 volunteers from the Stosstrup Adolf Hitler, who underwent special military training before being grouped into the SS Stabswache. Sepp Dietrich was a former member of a right-wing radical organization called Stahlhelm. After his time in the SA and his service in Munich, Dietrich resigned from the SA and joined the National Socialist Party in 1923, which was banned in Germany following the failed attempt to seize control of the Bavarian government, known as the Putsch. For the next 3 years, Dietrich was essentially unemployed, taking on occasional odd jobs in Munich. In 1928, as the National Socialist Party regrouped and regained power in Germany, Dietrich rejoined and was assigned to the burgeoning SS. He joined the SS on August 1st, 1928, and was appointed as SS Führer.
This video is a completion of my Quake 1 retrospective previously released in parts. If you've already seen one or both of these videos, then feel free to skip to what you haven't seen, such as the previously unreleased multiplayer section where I talk about Quake's different multiplayer maps and modes. Timestamps have been added to the description for your convenience. If you're new to the channel, then strap in and I hope you enjoy the video. Hello and welcome to GameSet. The 3DO, the Atari Jaguar, and the 32X. It's time once and for all to figure out which is the best of these three niche systems. Or niches, that's what you happen to say. And for the sake of the episode, let's pretend that the 32X can't play the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Genesis games available, but only 32X specific games. I think that makes it a bit more fair. Anyway, here's a brief and simplified overview of each system. The first 3DO machine from Panasonic was released on October 4th of 1993, featuring a $700 price tag. I bought one on that day with cash I had saved up, but keep in mind I'm generally not considered an intelligent person. CD-ROM was the only medium that the software came on. It has a 32-bit CPU running at 12.5 megahertz, 2 megabytes of RAM, and a megabyte of VRAM. Pretty powerful for its time. The Atari Jaguar was released a bit later than the 3DO, debuting on November 23rd of 1993 at a price of $250. I never picked one up, but I had a couple of friends that did. The games came on cartridges, but a CD-ROM player was released 2 years later at about $150. The Jaguar features a 16-bit CPU running at 13.3 points will be given. Winner will get 2 points, second place will get 1 point, and last place gets 0 points. Obviously, at the end of the episode, whoever has the most points is the best system. But first, let's start with the Pac-In games, the original Pac-In games. Crash and Burn from Crystal Dynamics was the original Pac-In for the 3DO, and it also came with a multimedia demo disc. This is a post-apocalyptic racing game and features some texture map polygons, which were very impressive at the time. You race 3 laps on each track, and you try to shoot down the other racers since this is the future. You get damaged easily, and you can repair yourself and even restock your weapons at the pit stop between laps. The music is kind of interesting. It's not quite speedy quality like you'd expect. There are plenty of full motion video or FMV scenes showing the characters and their cars because this was the 90s. The game itself lacks polish, but it was decently fun, at least for a short while. Cybermore from Attention to Detail and Atari was the Pac-In for the Jaguar. This one's a 3D shooter. Well, basically it's a shooter. Each area is free roaming and you can go wherever you'd like. Your mission is basically to collect enough of these little yellow pods in each level. Sometimes the enemies will snatch them up and fly them away, so you've got to shoot them down to free the pods. Almost like a 3D Defender if you think about it. Once you collect enough of these pods, the warp gate opens up and you can exit the level. The graphics are Garou shaded polygons. Personally, I feel that flat shaded polygons age better than Garou shaded ones, but they work well enough for this game. Unfortunately, there's no music, but you do have a very bored lady that talks to you as you play. The graphics might not be as impressive as Crash and Burn, but as a game, it's definitely more interesting.
Where did you learn to fly?
The 32X did not originally come with a Pac-In game, so it cannot compete in this area.
There's DIY, and there's doing it yourself. It's the difference between being creative.
In 1993, a small studio named id Software made a first-person shooter called Doom that forever changed gaming. And tonight, it is back with a new Doom.
It's hard to believe this was almost 10 years ago.
We've been inspired by the way those original Doom games made us feel when we played them.
I remember watching this live in my studio apartment in the middle of Los Angeles, a Doom level in and of itself, and mostly rolling my eyes. I've heard plenty of hollow E3 hype speeches, and frankly, id Software was past its prime. The original Doom was lightning in a bottle, and there was no way you could capture it again. And let me tell you, never have I been so happy to be utterly, completely, ridiculously wrong.
Until it is done.
Doom 2016 is unabashedly, unflinchingly, unapologetically Doom. It's fast. It's loud, over the top, and violent. Very violent. It has secrets. It has key cards. And it's a little scary. imagery and guns. Big guns. And it looks insane. The characteristics of Doom are as familiar to gamers as falling Tetris blocks and Mario Hops. Its gameplay forever embedded into the fabric of the gaming medium. And in recent years, gamers have enjoyed Doom at its full doominess, whether it be with new entries, fresh takes on old ones, modified takes from hardcore fans, as well as a slew of its acolytes and competitors, re-embracing the Doom template and pushing it forward. However, it wasn't that long ago when the run-and-gun stylings Doom popularized were seen as a thing of the past. And it also wasn't that long ago when Doom being Doom was a refreshing surprise. Now, while this video serves as somewhat a review, somewhat a retrospective, in truth, it's a celebration of this game. My celebration of this game. Because Doom 2016 is an important title for me, a landmark experience in my gaming life. A title that broadened my horizons on the medium while also reaffirming why I love it in the first place, and more so, why I love the first-person shooter genre. And so, on the cusp of a new Doom game dropping, The Dark Ages, I will be taking you on a journey through the aspects of Doom 2016 that I and many others love the most, all meant to serve as a reminder as to why this game hit so hard for me and the larger Doom fan base. And so, to understand why Doom 2016 made such an impact, one has to be aware of the context of what came out, the state of the FPS genre at the time, and the state of its developer, id Software.
NFL 2001 from Electronic Arts. Now we've entered the Brian Griese era of the Broncos. Hey, you know you're not actually allowed to drink in a beer commercial? Since when? NFL 2001 from Electronic Arts. Now we've entered the Brian Griese era of the Broncos. So memorable. Anyway, same story with this one. The expansion pack offers slightly more resolution, but really you're not missing much without it. This seems to be a theme with the expansion pack, doesn't it? Pass is left. Back to pass. Throws it to the middle. Wait. Madden NFL 2002 from Electronic Arts yet again.
From the fertile soil of America springs forth a brave new world, driven by passion, ideas, and a desire to shape the future.
Welcome to the Real Race Rules 99 Grand Prix. Real Racing Roots 99 in Helter Skelter. 3, 2, 1, go! Here we go! Shut up! Let's go!
Hey, what's up, Kali?
expansion pack offering barely any extra crispness to the visuals. NBA Jam 2000 from Acclaim. This features regular basketball play and NBA Jam style play. Neither are done very well here. It runs in interlace mode entirely. As for what the expansion pack adds, well, it's completely indiscernible to me. It's exactly the same both ways. That's probably why the expansion pack wasn't advertised on the box. Well, actually, the PAL box has it on there. I even tried the PAL version, and it's the same, just at 50 hertz. Prince tosses the ball in. Hill goes up for the shot. Mercer inbounds the ball. Van Exel with the catch. Ewing spikes it down. Van Exel takes a quick look. NFL Quarterback Club 99 from Acclaim. Man, this game is not intuitive to play at all, but hey, at least there's John Elway, the second year in a row that he'd win the Super Bowl. The game is already in high resolution, and the expansion pack seems to add a touch more horizontal resolution, but not much. NFL Quarterback Club 2000 from Acclaim. Hey look, there's Bubby Brister again. And why do I always hand off the ball for a running play when I select a shotgun formation? I hate this game. And oh man, is it choppy. Just look at this. Thankfully, the expansion pack boosts the frame rate in this one. It's still not good at all, but it's really the only way to play this game if you absolutely must, and I don't recommend that you do. NFL QB Club 2001 from Acclaim. Enough with the sports games already. The expansion pack seems to give a very slight frame rate boost here as well, but thankfully it wasn't as bad as the last game was without it. Still, nothing special either way. The pass is complete. Two backs in the backfield. Penalty marker is down. Nuclear Strike 64 from THQ. Oh, thank God, an actual real game. I forgot how much I like the Strike series. Anyway, the expansion pack allows for a medium resolution option as opposed to the default low settings. This increases the horizontal resolution only, and it does look a little sharper, but it takes a hit on the frame rate. In fact, the lag made it more difficult for me to aim at a target on the ground. And I'm playing on CRT as I capture these games. I say play this one on the normal resolution. hit
Yo,
the
what's
frame
up,
rate at
Pump
all.
Stub?
That's what happens when you don't increase the screen resolution. This is expansion pack enhancements done right. The difference is almost night and day, and I 100% recommend playing with
How you
one.
doing, dude?
But for fun, play a little while without one, just so you can appreciate it that much more.
Yo, can you hear me good?
Rayman 2, The Great Escape from Ubisoft. This is probably my favorite Rayman game. Well, the Dreamcast version is anyway. The expansion pack offers a little extra sharpness on this one by way of a horizontal resolution increase, but again, it comes with a slight drop in the frame rate.
Mines and Sweetie, you sleep at all yet? Not yet. I did take like a nap. It's been pretty difficult. Especially the last like 4 or 5 days.
From Acclaim. This is a twitchy
Like, it's been
RPG
horrible.
game that I initially thought that I'd like. Boy, was I wrong. The expansion pack allows for a medium resolution option which interlaces the screen. It looks better, but only barely. It's very minute. Also, the frame rate drops from 20 frames per second to 15. No, there isn't a hidden high or ultra high resolution mode by entering your name as Flyboy. Nothing happens when you do that. I recommend just not playing this one at all. Resident Evil 2 from Capcom. This is one of the biggest games on the console memory-wise. The expansion pack allows the game to display an interlaced high-resolution mode, and it does add some more clarity and detail. A bit, anyway. However, it often jumps back to
What have you tried so far to sleep? Any tricks or meditation? I've tried everything, dude.
Honestly, I prefer the look of this one in 240p. It looks great.
The best were sleeping meds my doctor prescribed, but they were fucking rough because it was hard to wake up. And yeah.
Road Rash 64 from THQ. Not my favorite Road Rash game, but not awful.
When you try to sleep, what helps you sleep, dude?
More resolution settings. There's high, which increases the sharpness a tiny bit. There's wide, which letterboxes the game and gives you a wide.
Have you tried Molotov? Have you tried Molotov? Or whatever you call it?
In an even wider view. All modes run at just under 30 frames per second, except for high resolution mode, which runs at just under 20. I'd stick with the normal mode, as it's not significantly blurrier than the high resolution modes.
I have wicked bad insomnia. I use THC, no wake up issues, or TNN, and non bad dreams. Indica is the only thing that makes me sleep.
The expansion pack on this one doesn't seem to make any visual difference as the graphics are already pretty sharp. However, if you enter the character's name as extra res with the expansion pack installed, you can enable a hidden high resolution mode in the options screen.
Like I could sleep right now, but there's all these weird bangs on the wall and all this weird noises and shit. And it's super fucking weird, man. Like some of the bangs on the wall are so freaking loud, it shakes me awake. It's like someone trying to break the wall or something.
Little Bell Big Boxes. More food, more flavor. Only at Del Taco.
I've come to terms with the fact that you don't have the average job.
You guys having fun at the convention?
But we haven't seen you in months.
Wherever you are, somebody found me amazing.
Oh gotcha, that sucks. I'm sorry. Yeah. been pretty rough, but you know, I'll make it.
Strictly family time.
Come on, kids. It can be an adventure. Let's do this. I am just so happy that we're all together.
Thanks, Iggy boy.
Hey,
Get out of here. Let's go right now.
I understand protecting your sister, but there are other ways to handle things. I left my phone.
what? No!
Oh, gotcha. That sucks. I'm sorry.
That's right. I'm still holding this thing up for no reason whatsoever. But I was thinking that extra RAM is great for CD-based games because that means they don't have to load as often. So far, this isn't exactly winning me over for helping out cartridge-based games. Anyway, let's finish.
I guess one bad thing I do before sleep is like be on my iPhone.
San Francisco Rush.
I need to exercise more.
Here's a game that was designed from the ground up for the expansion pack, but they wanted to sell copies to people who didn't have one, so they cut some things out of the game to make it work. It already looks pretty damn good for the system since it doesn't engage the console's hideous blur filter. The expansion pack gives you music during the race. It also allows you to play track 6, which is just too big for the console on its own. Not that you can see it very well because it's so damn dark. It also lets you change your race. In addition to that, it even adds a bit of trackside detail here and there that had to be removed in order to fit in the lower amount of RAM. What it does not do is increase or lower the frame rate or the resolution.
I'm gonna play some chill game instead of putting my face on the camera. So we got like a nice, what do you call it, roll going.
The expansion pack allows for a high resolution mode available on the options screen. It switches to interlaced mode and it does make it easier to see things and generally enhance.
Yeah, I'll put video games.
At all, so I wholeheartedly recommend the
Try to fall asleep, I guess.
I'll have to play more of this sometime.
I just noticed my fucking desk.
I suppose switch it up at the right moment. One moment. Watch this. Someone's been done. That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well, right. What did you hope would happen? I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. Time over, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here. I'm glad to be here. Ready for classes this Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed down bomb, and I'm still here. Wait, did you say most professors are firm but fair? I did, but probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wind her up before someone traces that down going back to me. Nice meeting you. You too, Everett. Dr. Purple, I'm not sure this is the right spot. I want him to be in the perfect place. Place like a cat. Great, golden, cobbstones. I want him to thrive here. Gold. My own little expression. I bought this Disney is amazing, isn't it? So much lily power, such a little plant. I'm a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Disney used in Pokemon potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Pokemon potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, it seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Disney.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Deep breath. Why, hello. Would you like to take a look? Can't see too much, I'm afraid. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Ami. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy? Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, what is beyond the open air and night sky and clouds? It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable. I hope astronomy's on my schedule. Sounds interesting. I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all pictures. You will be enthralled with the stars. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of. I suppose I'll see you in class then. Yes. Oh, be seeing you. Hey there. We waiting for? Just outside. Let's not keep her waiting.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us in fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind, especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs. Owls.
Yes, your ordinary visiting level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education of the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Rebellion on this first and see what details the field guide can provide? Rebellion. Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. Your class is till 10. Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use Scoop Lane to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here. Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class. Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against
grade controllers of chaos. We don't need chance. That's why we trust our livelihood to the best-in-class power of Echo X Series. Because by the end of the day, we'll leave the world cleaner, safer, and man, that's prettier than we found it. We are yours.
Use Kayak's Explore tool to see just how far your budget can take you. Spectacular. You risky bookers. Forget about Reggie Deck for a while. This boots, Icelandic sheep's head jelly. Oh, Reggie Deck. Back to Kayak for a green.
Picture this, I'm a guy that
Lummy, Chanel armed fisherman has all of the sap stuff.
Hello and welcome to GameSat. I figured now would be as good a time as any to focus on 2D games on the Sega Saturn. Now, the Saturn is supposed to be a 2D monster, so there should be a lot of incredible games in this episode. Now, I'm not going to cover every single 2D game, and I'm going to do my best to focus on strictly 2D games, so no games with polygonal systems. I'm, like I said, going to do my best. Anyway, let's get into the games. First up is Assault Suit Lenos 2 from Messiah. This is the Japan-only sequel to Target Earth on the Genesis, and it's in the same series as Cybermator on the Super NES. Like Target Earth, this one is tough as balls until you acclimate to it, and that can take a while. The graphics in this one look rather ugly since they're not scaled properly and they shimmer like crazy. But if you can get past that and the difficulty curve, you'll find a great game here. Up next is Astal from Sega. This is an amazing example of 2D on the Saturn. The background layers look painted and absolutely gorgeous. Nearly every level is an incredible work of art. Not only that, but it's supported by an outstanding musical score. The gameplay isn't bad, but let's face it, if the game didn't look and sound like it does, most people probably wouldn't give it a second thought. In fact, the sound effects and the voices are almost Yoshi's Island level of annoying. Still, you should check this one out just to see the kinds of games we could have gotten had developers continued down this path with such passion. Here's Batsugan, I don't know, from Toaplan and Ben Presto. This is a vertical shooter that was only released in Japan. It's a bit typical, but it's still really good. It's approaching on
I can't sleep either, just laying here for past 2 hours. Yeah, racing mind, all that shit. I want to clean my room, but it's like 4 a.m. I don't want to like be noisy and shit.
This is Battle Garega from Rising and Electronic Arts. This is another cool vertical shooter that stayed in Japan. You're supposed to play this one a certain way, strategically.
Constant racing mind. Yeah, it
The
sucks.
harder it gets. I've never paid attention to any of that, and I just play it like a regular shooter. I mean, I seem to do okay. The thing that impresses me the most about this one is the debris that flies all over the screen as you shoot things. All of this is its very own sprite.
I might just go to the hospital.
Pretty damn impressive.
I don't know. I don't feel that great. What's wrong? I just don't feel that. I haven't been feeling great for the last 5 days. For the last 3 days.
I just wanted to mention this one really quick. This is one of the best 2D games of the 32-bit generation, and it coined the term Metroidvania. Metroidvania! Sadly, this is a very bad rush port that doesn't play to any of the Saturn's strengths. This one has a few trivial extras, but it certainly
Just getting racing dots or physical. I want to get like a physical. Just to make sure. And I don't know. For the last 3 days, I feel like shit. I don't know what the fuck it is. I kind of know what it is, but it's a crazy story.
Here's a Japan-only horizontal shooter with a cutesy witch theme. You have different colored crystals which represent your different weapons. Each weapon also has its own unique special attack. Tons of beautiful 2D background layers, sprites, and effects in this one. You can use the extended RAM cartridge to get a couple of extra voices in the game if that's your thing. Overall, this one's pretty enjoyable.
I'd love to hear the story. Fuck, it's a pretty... If I tell you the story right now, you would tell me run to the hospital. But fucking...
Here's Darius Gaiden from Taito and Bing.
I don't know, man.
This is a horizontal shooter, and
I've been to a hospital so many times, and it's just you go there for 8 hours, and you come back.
Best game of the Darius franchise. Seriously, it's not even close. This entire game can be pretty tricky. The visuals sometimes feel like the game.
For the last 4 days, I just feel like a lot of like crazy negativity, I guess. I don't know. And it's kind of a mind thing, but it's like, I don't know, like I'm constantly being woken up by loud bangs on the wall. I don't even have neighbors. There's no neighbors attached to my wall. But there's just like loud as bangs. It sounds like somebody's breaking into the wall or something. And I checked many times and I can't find what the fuck it is.
Dodonpachi from Cave is a super cool vertical shooter. This Japan-only release has 2 normal shots.
It's like these fucking weird ass footsteps. And it's, I guess it's like a big ass raccoon or something. Please don't do anything to yourself. Nah, I would never do that, but yeah. You don't want to live in like a negative place.
There will often be a lot on screen at once. But if you have world-class skills like I do, you can easily dodge every bullet in the game as I'm doing here. This one has some great music too. I like this game a lot.
Can you go for a walk? It's like 4 a.m. Plus I'm starting work this Friday, so then going to the hospital and just like getting checked out would be good since I don't have work until Friday.
You do need to give us some time to finally click with you. It's never really clicked with me, but don't take my word for it, because most people who enjoy strategy games absolutely love this one. There's lots of menu stuff for you to do, and you can slowly roam around the overhead map. When you get into a battle, you can have upwards of 200 sprites on screen at once.
Stay in a hotel for a couple of nights, just get caught. I hate hotels, dude.
Really impressive to see, though, and honestly, I doubt the Neo Geo.
They don't work for me.
Oh, and don't be fooled by that 3D looking ground plane. That's a 2D background layer. Saturn's BDP2. The Super Nintendo has Mode 7, and the Saturn has the BDP2.
Earplugs?
No polygons here. Granted, all Saturn polygons are actually made out of sprites, but that's
Yeah, but then I can't hear alarms and shit like that.
sprite capabilities of the Saturn actually are. Anyway, after review the picture.
And I shouldn't be fucking wearing earplugs. But it's like, fuck. I don't even think it's good for the ears. Alright, right. What are you gonna do about your sleep?
There were two Dungeons and Dragons beat 'em ups from Capcom, though they came in the same package.
You gotta learn to meditate and all that.
These are both part of the Dungeons and Dragons collection, and this particular one requires the 4 MB RAM cartridge. This one stayed in Japan because it's good. We're just not allowed to have all the cool stuff here. It's not entirely a normal beat 'em up.
I have deliberately anxiety, so my thoughts never
This one
stop.
has great artwork, just like
That's
you'd expect from Capcom.
that and ADHD.
Awful loading times, and many of them.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was never diagnosed with anything, but fucking. Do you take pills for that?
This next game I first played when I borrowed it from a friend back in the late 90s. He actually lives over in Pittsburgh and he had to mail the game to me here in
I
Denver.
did, but they cause panic attacks.
Pretty good. I had no idea how much this game would go up in price over the years.
I think you just gotta go back to the doctor and like maybe try another pill. Cause sometimes it just doesn't work the first time. You just change, maybe there's another one.
This is Elevator Action Returns from Taito and Bing.
But you shouldn't suffer,
And a huge step up over the original Elevator Action. The characters are small but animated well, and you can shoot.
Sometimes we just get the bad cards, but yeah, I've been thinking about changing the meds. Yeah, you shouldn't suffer.
Unfortunately, this one stayed in Japan. No Dexter's Lab makeover for this one.
Hey. Do you think if I take a CD of my CT scan to the hospital, they'll check it out?
This is Earthworm Jim 2 from Playmates. This game is okay. I personally like the first one a lot more. The level design in this one is honestly kind of annoying.
I think if I ask the doctor real nice, I give him like $20 or something.
In fact, the music is the saving grace for this game.
Yeah, of course, never hurts to try, right? Because I was in a car accident a couple months ago, which was fucked up.
Here's Galactic Attack from Taito and Bing. This vertical shooter is known as Layer Section in Japan. Despite the odd name change,
So you think the cause of sound you hear is the lack of sleep? It's like I'm trying to sleep and it's just bang, like a loud fucking bang. And it shocks me out of bed. And then there's some other shit too. I don't know how to explain it. It's so fucking weird. Cause it sounds like a underground substation or some shit.
Don't underestimate this one.
Do you hear it now? No, I don't hear. I haven't heard it in like 3 hours. But it's pretty fucking loud. It's like a loud bang. No idea what it is. I had a camera outside too, and I tried to find out what it was, and I just couldn't find it. It literally sounds like something like breaking into the fucking wall.
This is an excellent vertical shooter which stayed in Japan, as you can probably guess.
Like a loud.
Placed inside of a Japanese arcade.
Sometimes it's loud, sometimes it's like really low, but it just happens regularly.
32-bit CPU takes over your Saturn's 32-bit CPU.
Have you tried taking melatonin and do you live in an apartment or a house? It's a studio with like
Even interact with the end credits.
no walls towards a neighbor.
The sound can be a touch annoying sometimes, but it's never enough to make it less
So it
fun.
could be an animal or some shit. Who knows? Yeah, it might be something living in the wall that's extra. But if it was, I tried banging back, you would kind of like hear it run away or something. It'll be like fucking scared, you know. Never does it. It doesn't move at all. It's almost always in the same spot. There's like 3 spots in my home that it does that.
Here's Golden Axe, the Duel from Sega. This is a decent looking but clumsily playing one-on-one fighter. The controls are set up just like Street Fighter 2. Sega didn't make many 2D fighting games, and their inexperience at them shows.
If it's always the same spot, it could be the piping.
You can get some enjoyment out of it, but it's not the Golden Axe arcade game I would have preferred they bring to the Saturn.
I guess, but if it's like 3 spots in different areas, 2 are on the wall and 1 is on the roof.
Up next is Guardian Heroes from Treasure. This one's a beat 'em up.
Yo, thanks for the. Why did you like it and unlike it, dude?
You can't walk all over like it
It's fucked up.
Instead, you switch between planes of death, similar to how Fatal Fury works.
That's crazy. I don't know how you can deal with it. I'm just a strong mind. You just fucking try to ignore it as best as you can. Don't fucking, go crazy on it. I mean, from outside and inside, there's nothing.
Perks Adventures is a cool one from LucasArts. This is an overhead action game with a cartoony look and some good humor, just like
Yeah, you ever experienced anything like that?
Which one of the playable characters was George Lucas? I mean, come on, he should be playable in every LucasArts game. You have a melee attack as well as long-range attacks that you can use. You can jump and even run. Like the smash hit game Poltergeist, if you die, you're sent to the underworld and you need to work your way out. This is a fun touch. This game comes highly recommended on any platform you can get it on.
I used to live in a cheap ass apartment with my grandma, taking care of grandma. I lived in a house where the branch constantly scraped at the window. It was terrifying, where I already can't sleep and racing thoughts. I thought it was something crazy, especially when you're in the dead of sleep and it wakes you up. Yeah, I'm not into like paranormal type of shit, so I don't believe in ghosts or anything like that. I'm pretty sure there's no ghost, but who knows what it is, man. It's fucking crazy. I had an old apartment that I used to live in, and it was kind of good until like this one guy moved in, and he was fucking nuts. He was fucking crazy. He would do all kinds of weird shit, man. For some reason, he just like fucking hated me, and he would do like loud bangs on the wall. He would fucking all kinds of weird shit you wouldn't even think of. Like, I got PTSD from that old place, and it was just every day it was something different. I bought a new car and this fucker keyed it like day 3. Like day 3 he keyed it like full on long ass line of it was fucked up, man. All I could do is like talk to my landlord. He was like Persian Armenian, and he told me all kinds of stories about him. How he's angry with all the neighbors and fighting all the neighbors.
Some of the English voices are a bit annoying, so you might want to go with the Japanese version like I did.
He was absolute psychopath, dude. It was kind of scary, man. It was like living next to Jeffrey Dahmer. Like you don't know when he's gonna jump down the balcony and fucking murder you or some shit.
All of which stayed in Japan, but I picked the King of Fighters 97 for today's episode. These all play by choosing 3 characters, and you need to defeat the 3 opponents in each stage to move on to the next. These games all require an expansion.
That's why I hate apartments living with strangers. It scares fuck. I lived in one and I love my neighbors, but I couldn't imagine living with bad neighbors like that. Yeah, it happens. Eh? Did they kick him out? Nah. No, they didn't. I left. I was like, fuck this. Well, my grandma was getting sick and I had to like put her in an old people house. So we found a nice place over here. And then we found this awesome home. It was pretty awesome for like the first 3 years. But I don't know, the last 7 days has been fucking horrible. Like F out of 1 out of 10. Just shitty. But I don't care. Like I pay my rent and that's it. Like I don't get like people that are like fucked up in their head to get to me. Sorry about your grandma. Yeah, it was pretty difficult. She was the best. Yeah, I had to take a lot of restraint because he would like do all this fucked up shit while I was like staying next to my grandma, you know, like she was living there too. So it was pretty fucked up stuff he would do. Like he would drop like a toolbox on the floor from like, it sounded like that, dude. Like it would shake the entire ceiling. It was just fucking nuts, dude. He would do that like at 4 a.m., dude, while we were both sleeping. Some crazy shit, dude. I called the cops like twice, but after a while they were like, yeah, you can't, there's not much we can do about it. You're gonna have to move.
Here's Mega Man X4 from Capcom.
That's crazy. Yeah.
But this is the one I have. What can I say? It's Mega Man. Well, Mega Man X. The real Mega Man doesn't need an X after his name. Anyway, it looks good, and as always, I'm fairly indifferent to the series, except when it comes to the music. And the stuff here isn't bad.
Yeah, I gotta say, man, I miss my grandma's cooking. That was the best. Yeah, as a kid, like I didn't like my grandma's cooking, but I guess when I was older, I felt better about it. Like I was more into it.
Metal Slug from SNK is a port of their Neo Geo game to the Saturn. This Japan-only release for the console.
I don't know. I haven't slept well in the last 3 days. I might just go to the hospital and check it out. Because if I'm starting my job, then I don't want to fuck around like this.
It's okay though. It's plenty good enough and not worth complaining about. This game blows me away almost as much these days as it did when I first imported it back in the late 90s. It was the only way I could afford to play it back then.
That's why I became a chef. My grandma taught me everything. Yeah, dude. The thing is, for me, like, while I was living with her, it was like, okay, whatever. It was pretty cool. You know, but once she, like, passed away, you're like, shit, I should have spent more time with her, learn this, learn that. Lots of questions remain.
Player scaling, CD music, and all that stuff. You also have loading times between each quarter. The music gets
It can cause hallucinations.
I've always kind of sucked at this game, but even still, it's always fun playing for a couple of quarters.
Also, I feel like maybe I ate something or I got poisoned or some shit. I don't know. I don't know. It's just a lot of things that cause me to go. Maybe I should go. But maybe not.
The PlayStation version of this game is more optimized, but this one is still excellent.
That's why it can cause hallucination, lack of sleep. No, I hate being tired. Like if I can't, I have like
This game isn't perfect, but it
I
still has
can
lots to offer.
do
Play
maybe
something to
48
play
hours,
sometimes. Give it a
but
go.
maybe once a month.
Here's Police Knots from Konami. This is a spiritual follow-up to Snatcher, and it was only released in Japan, but it's been translated by fans. This is a point-and-click adventure that's a fantastic one from the mind of
No,
today's
you should go.
viewers.
Someone needs
Like
to help.
Snatcher, there are even
That's
action
true.
segments where you can use a light gun, but you can always use a regular controller instead. It's not
I
overly
want to go to the
complicated,
hospital and I
but the
start
key
knocking
is
out.
not to drag on. Definitely make an effort to play this one if you can.
正体を表したかジョナサン・イングラム。お前は4時間前ここで北条と言い争った。前妻であるロレインへの嫉妬心からその銃で北条を叩きつった。今のようにそうやってな。
This is Princess Crown from Atlas. This was made by the team that would eventually become Vanillaware. It's a gorgeous-looking game that plays somewhat like.
Alright, well, message me when you can't sleep. It's nice to know you. Yeah, send me a message if you want. We can like chat and shit.
Assuming you win. This one's Japan only, but a translation has been in the works for over 10 years.
If you can't sleep and I'm still on live, you can like come back and chat.
Come on, guys. Dice Exclusive from Atlas. Another Japan only. There's a lot of that on setting, so this was way more popular over there. This is an isometric action game. Almost a run and gun, but not quite. You control your choice of characters, you destroy enemies with shots, or melee attacks to get stronger. Each character also has a screen bomb type of move that can really help. Often the downside is ponies or even animals for you to collect. The visuals aren't bad, and the music is catchy. This game gets pretty tough really fast, so be careful. This is Rayman from Ubisoft. No, I'm not gonna say it. No, 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 not gonna do it. Okay, fine. Ubisoft, Ubisoft, we all be soft for Ubisoft. Okay, let's move on. This is a fairly good upgrade over the original Jaguar version that improved on the already incredible graphics. This is one of the few games to almost give Astal a run for its money in the visuals department. The colors and details are just outstanding. The gameplay here is also adequate, and the music is nice. Unfortunately, this version pans a lot of its sound effects, which should be centered, and the music seems to be presented in mono. Fatal Fury Special is another Japan-only Neo Geo port from SNK.
Alright, that sounds good. Take care of yourself. I'll subscribe and check you on you. Thank you. I'll see you around.
Like it's matured into something special, and the game is a lot more fun as a result. I feel that the graphics have been improved over the earlier games in every regard as well. But most of all, this one's a lot more fun than the original fake-bout Fatal Fury games. At least I think so. You gotta keep it real. No, that's dumb. This was an extremely popular game in Japan that never came to the West, but it was translated by fans, so now you can fully enjoy it. This one is a combination of many different genres, like text adventure, where you make certain choices, point and click, where you point and click, dating simulator, where you hope to make the girl like you, and even a strategy game. This game does it all. Well, except for the things that it doesn't do. This certainly isn't for everyone, but it can be fun. Seriously though, you can't talk about 2D games on the Saturn and not mention this juggernaut. Here's Saturn Bomberman from Hudson Soft. This is one of the best, if not the best, Bomberman games that exists. There's lots to do in single player mode, and the stages always change visually so it doesn't become boring. You always want to keep going. There's even a master mode with its own stages, and you only have one life. And then there's the battle mode where you can have up to 10 players simultaneously all on the same screen. Though you might need to squint to see it. This is a fantastic game. Here's Scud, the disposable assassin from Cyrox. This one's a run and gun that's dark and grimy, but still looks good. It can also be played with the light gun, and it's different that way. However, I like the run and gun mode here much better. The game feels more difficult than it actually is, as sometimes enemies shoot you from off the screen. The bosses can spam you, and often you can't even tell what's going on. I always get bored at level 2 because it never seems to end. So I end it myself by turning the game off.
Last thing before I go, what's up? Water and how it works when a Valve closer pick Peely water moving through the pipe. Dude, how did you know that? Are you checking my YouTube history?
George Armani. Are you Austin? Yoda.
A new neighbor invited you over for a drink at 8.
You don't know my schedule. It's my neighbor Craig. He's the best. There's nothing to be nervous about. Just be yourself.
Maybe, okay, hope that helps. Awesome, Sarah. I actually fixed it myself. You go under it, and then there's like a pipe. There's like a little thing you take out. I heard the bang in one of your shorts, and I bet that was it. Oh yeah, I was fixing that. Actually, it was so hard to take it out, but I just cleaned it. It was pretty easy. Once I watched it. Yeah, I'm getting fucking tired, man. It's fucked up.
This is a horizontal theater that's staged in Japan where you control a flying person. It takes place in ancient Japan and it has all of the associated imagery, which looks fantastic. It also has tons of excellent parallax scrolling. You have a regular shot, which can get more powerful, as well as a bomb blast, but each character only has the one type of regular shot. I always pick the big boot girl because, well, I love looking at her. This is a good shooter that people rarely mention.
All right, take care. Have a good one.
Pepsi Parodius from Konami. This Japan-only horizontal shooter is basically a parody of Konami games, if you will. There are a few Parodius games on the Saturn. However, this one has a Castlevania stage, which is really cool. If you like graphic previous Gradius, then you'll appreciate the gameplay of this one. Though it adds the bell system, which can add points or limited effects. For example, you can grow big and invincible for a short time. The game sometimes tells you what the bells do, so you don't have to memorize the colors. Great visuals and a perfectly fitting soundtrack make this and all of the Parodius games on the system a winner.
What's up, my Ross Squad? It's your boy Daryl. Welcome back to my channel. Y'all come around with me, haven't been a long form video in a while. But today I'm at old McDonald's, checking out their new 3-piece Mac Crispy strips. They say they brought them back, but I don't even remember. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Oh, they smell good. Look at them bad boys up. Okay. Let me find out. Man, they ain't fresh out the grease. It's way though. Man, I had a free large order of fries with my rewards. One coming through. They got the new dipping sauce, that creamy chili, that crispy strip dip. Strip dips, okay? I remember the video I did 2 weeks ago with that Nino flag sauce. I went out to try that again. Check that video out. I was gonna talk about it. All right. What's up with this little creamy chili? McDonald's be trying to bring that heat, huh? All right. Let me just test the water right quick with one of these old fries. All right. Yup. It's like a, I'm gonna say, what do I wanna say? I say got like a, I wanna say chili cheese, but like that creamy chili, like a ranch-like chili, like it a little bit, like. All right, let's just check it out with these old strips. Okay, nice little size. Okay. Get this bad boy in there. All right. Mm. Try it out. All right, so I got a little golden, crispy little coating to it. Of course, them being McDonald's, no shade to them or not. I know they're not battering them in store, so I'm sure they came like this. So whatever the McDonald's factory or whatever, they did a great job on it. And then I get they ship them out frozen when they fry them. It's cool. Mm-hmm. And then, just to take like a alligator chicken nugget, but not that chicken nugget though. McDonald's chicken nuggets are horrible. But almost taste comparable to like Wendy's chicken nuggets. Mm-hmm. My brain, we got another one. No, look. Didn't have that. Let me on the pricey side. I want that like $5.19 for a 3-piece. No, like $9.50 for the combo. Then you give them a 5-piece. I forgot what the 5-piece price is, but that's down here in Louisiana, about reasonable prices. Just they tend to vary different, but I pretty straight, man. I mean, something just different to them and new to them. McDonald's menu for a change. everybody waiting on those little snack wraps to come back. That's all they talk about. I don't see what the hype was about them McDonald's snack wraps. I don't know. I ain't had a snack wrap yet that just blows out the way. I reviewed quite a few restaurants snack wraps. Anyway, we'll get to that video whenever they come out. But well, I've been with you elongated chicken nuggets. And which lets you know that they're giving to you fresh. Because every time you order it, and my wife done told me this, that every time you order, they're gonna pull you over or you have to wait a few extra minutes. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You know, I order my stuff online just to give a point stuff. This 3 piece will do you good for, just like lunch, but you just want to get out there in that water.